What if you could find a rising trend, turn it into branded short-form content, and get that content ready for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, without doing the entire process manually? That's exactly what TrendCash AI is promising. But here's the thing. Finding a trend isn't difficult. The difficult part is turning that trend into content before everyone else catches it. So in this video, I'm going to show you the actual workflow, what TrendCash AI claims to automate, what I like about it, what I would be careful about, and finally, whether I think it's worth buying at the current launch price. Let's get straight into the dashboard. At its core, TrendCash AI is built around something called trend jacking. Instead of starting with a blank screen and asking, "What should I post today?" the idea is to start with something that's already gaining attention. According to the current sales page, TrendCash AI monitors Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts for rising songs, audio, memes, formats, and hashtags. And that's the first part one find interesting. Because imagine you're promoting an affiliate product. You don't necessarily need to invent an entirely new content format. You could potentially identify a trend, adapt that format around your offer, and get the content moving while the trend is still relevant. But spotting a trend is only half the problem. The real test is what happens next. So let's look at how the platform says you go from a trend to a finished reel. The first step is setting up your brand. TrendCash AI says you can add things like your product, logo, colors, and brand voice once, so those elements can be reused when creating future content. This is important because you don't want to repeatedly rebuild the same brand information every time you create a reel. For example, if you're an affiliate marketer promoting different offers, you could potentially structure different campaigns around different products. And if you're running an agency, the platform also advertises a multi-brand dashboard, meaning multiple brands or clients can be managed from one place. Now, this sounds useful on paper. But I wouldn't judge an AI tool based on a feature list. I want to know how much work actually disappears from the process. That's where the next step comes in. According to the vendor, TrendCash AI is designed to detect rising trends and then build a branded reel around that format. The sales page specifically says its system can detect things like songs, audios, memes, formats, and hashtags. So instead of find trend, research it, write script, create video, edit, resize, publish, the intended workflow becomes much shorter. Find trend, build, approve, publish. And the vendor claims the AI Reel Builder can generate a complete reel in roughly 1 to 3 minutes. Now, I want to make something very clear here. That doesn't mean every reel you generate will automatically be viral. It means the production process is designed to be much faster. And that's a much more realistic way to look at this software. Now we get to the part that matters most. What does the finished content actually look like? Because an AI tool can detect 1,000 trends. It can have an impressive dashboard. It can have dozens of buttons. But if the final video looks generic, it doesn't really solve the problem. The platform says it builds the reel around the existing trend, including elements such as hooks, captions, pacing, and your product or brand. And this is the workflow I would pay the most attention to if you're considering buying. Does the content actually feel native to the trend? Does the product fit naturally? Does the hook make sense? And most importantly, would you actually be comfortable publishing this on your own social account? That's the test. Now here's another feature that could save time. TrendCash AI says it can automatically format the content for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, with one dashboard handling the publishing workflow. So instead of creating one video and then manually exporting different versions for every platform, the goal is to let the system handle that part. And you can apparently choose between reviewing content before publishing or using an automated workflow. That's useful because not everyone wants complete autopilot. Personally, for affiliate content, I'd recommend reviewing the reel before it goes live. Why? Because your reputation is attached to that content. If the AI produces something that doesn't fit your audience or makes a questionable claim, you want the opportunity to catch it before publishing. And that brings me to one of the biggest things you should know before buying. TrendCash AI can potentially automate a lot of the content workflow. But it cannot guarantee that your content will go viral. It cannot guarantee followers. And it certainly cannot guarantee a specific amount of money. The sales page makes several aggressive income and performance claims, including examples of potential earnings. Those are vendor marketing claims, not guaranteed results. Your actual results will depend on the trend, niche, offer, creative quality, audience, timing, and execution. So I would not buy this thinking. Press a button and money appears. That's not how social media works. Instead, I'd look at the actual value proposition. Can this help you produce more relevant short-form content, faster? If the answer is yes for your workflow, that's where the tool becomes interesting. So who would I actually consider this for? First, affiliate marketers. If you're constantly looking for new ways to promote offers through short-form content, trend-based creative can give you another content angle. Second, content creators and social media managers. If your biggest problem is simply keeping up with the amount of content you need to produce, automation can save a lot of repetitive work. Third, agencies and freelancers. TrendCash AI advertises commercial and agency licensing, plus multi-brand management, which could make the workflow more interesting if you're managing content for clients. And fourth, small businesses that want to maintain a presence on multiple short-form platforms without building a full editing team. But if you barely post short-form content, I don't think you need another tool just because it's being launched. Now let's talk about the part most people are going to want to know. How much does it cost? At the time I'm recording this review, the official TrendCash AI sales page is advertising a launch offer of $14 as a one-time payment, compared with a displayed regular price of $199 per month. The page also advertises the coupon code TREND10 for 10% off. The offer page also lists features including real-time trend detection, AI reel scripting and format building, branded reel generation, auto-publishing, multi-platform formatting, performance tracking, multi-brand management, commercial agency licensing, lifetime access. It also advertises a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, prices and launch bonuses can change, so don't rely on the price I'm saying here indefinitely. Check the current offer before you buy. So, after looking at the workflow, here's my verdict. I don't think TrendCash AI should be viewed as a magic viral content machine. But I do think the concept is interesting. The strongest part is the combination of trend discovery plus AI content creation plus brand customization plus multi-platform publishing. If you're already creating short-form content and your biggest bottleneck is time, this could be worth testing. If you're an affiliate marketer, creator, freelancer, or agency managing multiple brands, there's potentially even more value in the workflow. And because the current offer is relatively inexpensive, the barrier to testing it is low, but make your decision based on the actual features and current terms, not income promises. I've put the TrendCash AI link in the description if you want to check the current offer. And if you use my link, just know that it is an affiliate link, so I may earn a commission at no extra cost to you. If this review helped you, hit like, subscribe for more honest AI software reviews, and I'll see you in the next one.